Welcome one and all. Kwame Daniels with a Neighbourhood special, broadcasting from Boundary, East Belfast, on Worldwide FM, partnership with Monkey Shoulder. Very happy to be here. Hope you're good.
I took the time aqui por dentro. Eu não querer viver sem. Faz amar, me faz querer. Me faz ir bem mais além. E não é sonhar acordado, esperar acontecer, mas é um despertar. É uma luz, o amanhecer das coisas do amor. Fico assim, buscando um bem maior pra mim, juntando pra te dar tudo de valor, uma amanhã melhor pra ti. Sem você aqui assim não sou ninguém. Me faz andar, me faz amar, me faz querer. Eu só sei aqui por dentro um bem querer. É um despertar, é uma luz ao amanhecer das coisas do amor. Fico assim, juntando um bem maior pra mim, buscando pra te dar tudo de valor pra uma amanhã melhor pra ti. No amor de uma criança,
No amor de uma
à
criança,
espera da chegada.
na espera da chegada,
Uns dizem fé, outros anseio.
mas na verdade é resistência.
Tem até quem explique consciência.
A convivência de seres,
Seres,
sentires e
sentidos e
vivências.
E de voz lá buscar, a voz dos ancestrais encontrar.
Ego não me torturar, com a canção que não me deixa embalar. Super eu, superar, nem sei bem situar.
Situar.
Situar ideia.
So, I hope we're all good. Absolute pleasure to be, guiding you through the next 6 hours with some amazing people coming into this little hub in East Belfast that is the Boundary. I mean, where to start, really? I mean, the opening 3 tunes, wasn't sure what way to go, and I thought, you know what, I need to start strong, local and strong. So we came through, first tune. Actually, they've just walked in the studio now. They'll be coming up later on. Black Jack and Jai, how we doing? They're over there, yeah. With a tune, Refresh Rewind, that totally blew me away. I heard it, I think they tagged it on an Insta poster saying, and I'm like, hold on, who is this? Yeah, it was them. This magnificent duo, yeah, it's true, it's all true. So we'll be hearing from them later on. And then we came through, with the man that is Kylie Tatham off the album Don't Rush the Process. A little, gospel-inspired number called All I Need. And actually, I'm pretty sure heavily involved in that collaboration with another local producer called Breen. I think I pronounced that right, yeah? Peter Breen, who's unbelievable. Shout out to Peter as well. And then after that, we came through with a new Tropics number, which I'm going to find my notes now, which is the man Isra. And you're involved in that, Enrique. Yeah, of course you are. Yeah. That was Esperanza. I think I pronounced that rightly. Yeah, Enrique will tell me later on if I have or if I haven't. And some wicked local talent there. Carl McCann on guitar. Yeah, Isra Castro vocals, lyrics. And Yamara Ferreira on vocals as well. Yeah, bubbling through. And underneath this now, this little loop. It's a big tune, actually. I'll talk about this later on. But it's called Lyndon's Bounce. And again, another local head, Ben Flavel Cobain, who's a ridiculous bass player. And lots of collaborations with Kaidi at the minute as well. But yeah, I'm just going to let you hear this out. And yeah, we'll get involved for the next few hours. And we've got an amazing guest on the show as well. Emma Warren. But we heard lots from Emma as well later on. Cool. This is Neighbourhood Worldwide. You're very, very welcome. Sounds of Stephen Davis Unit, Wow Song. Another local head drummer, phenomenal drummer. And we had to come through with this, and I think this is my little link to Emma Warren as well, because we've been chatting, obviously, about the massive loss of D'Angelo. We had to come through. There's going to be so much to be said about this man, but this was a little nugget that I absolutely loved off the Black Messiah album. Yeah, Kwame Daniels.
As the day must have its sun, and the night must have its moon, sure as both must rise and fall, I'll be there to see you through, just as long as there is time. I will never leave your side. And the feeling that you feel, that my love is not sincere, I will never betray my heart. I will never betray my heart. I will never betray my heart. Yeah. Like the breeze that blows in June, I will respect, keep you cool. This I swear, with all that's true, I'll take nothing in place of you. When you're feeling down, you're feeling weak, you must know you can depend on me. You don't ever have to feel that my love is not sincere. I will never betray my heart. I will never betray my heart. I will never betray my heart. Yeah. Like the blood in your vein, I will never betray my heart. I will never betray my heart. I will never betray my heart.
Normally, I would play or I would talk over the end of a track, but yeah, for the moment that this is and the man that he was, yeah, he had to let that play out, and I thought it'd just be the perfect segue to introduce producer, curator, you can introduce yourself, but Emma Warren, how are you?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me. I'm always happy to be here and particularly happy to be sharing some mic space with you.
Oh wow, cheapers! What I will say is on our first chat, which was connected to the Up the Youth Club book, that is a phenomenal piece of work. Is that I said to you about just knowing your name for years, like years in the scene. When I was in London, I've been living over here nearly 30 years, but before that, just hearing your name connected, always in the right places and spaces with the right people. So I'm just buzzed to be here now. It's all been quite an out-of-body experience, actually, linking up with you. But yeah, where do we start? I mean, off air, we've chatted the D'Angelo chat, the loss, and we were chatting yesterday. Like, where are you at with it?
Well, I was very, very sad when I heard about his passing. There's very few artists whose music just make me feel instantly soothed, comforted, held. There was something about, as a musician, as a vocalist, as an artist, where you just felt really held by him. And so, yeah, I think we've all been, well, a lot of people have been playing a lot of D'Angelo recently and just been really grateful for what he brought. And also just recognizing how hard, like, just imagine being D'Angelo. It must have been so difficult to be that talented and that loved. And anyway, we have the music, and the music lives.
Yeah. And I think, you know, and I know we're going to get into tunes and so on and so forth, because there's so much to say about him. And I think the moment that, I mean, the Brown Sugar album, while I was living in London and just hearing that for the first time and just listening through to an album, and just, for me, it was just faultless. Every single track was a different take on music, of black music for everyone. And I say that there was everything. There was gospel, there was jazz, there was hip hop, there was absolutely everything. But him and his vocal and his talent, just knitting it all together in the way that he does, but touching you on a level that, like, you're just like, who is this? What was he, 20, 21 at the time? You're like, who is this guy, like, who can play a multi-instrumentalist? And I think it was probably the time in my life, and realizing now that we were the same age, I think that's the thing that makes this so personal, this loss, but also realizing just, and bringing it back to today as well, just how an artist can connect community. And that thing being that, you know, what I would love to celebrate in these next sort of 6 hours is almost like the soulful underbelly of Belfast. Yeah. And Belfast is known maybe for techno, for punk, you know, protest music, that edgier, louder, you know, edge of music. But I'm not sure how connected, you know, how much people know about that real, when I say soulfulness, I mean in terms of, you know, the gospel heritages and so on and so forth. And that is really what I want to celebrate over these hours. And D'Angelo's loss, really, and seeing the responses and the reaction online from people in this city, it almost brought that community together again. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, that's really interesting to hear, because when I think about D'Angelo, I don't just think about one artist. I think about a load of people. I think about a community. I think about friendship groups. And I think about artists who really collaborated and really brought each other's talents to each other. And the day he died, there's a guy in London called Nick, the Street Sound System. And so his response was to take his portable sound system up to the entrance of Tottenham Court Road station and just bring all his D'Angelo records and invite people to bring theirs as well. So it was a moment for community. And I feel like that as, you know, I feel that here as well. You've got so many incredible artists, and any moment to bring people together, like this radio station, like what you're doing with your curation of it, is so valuable. And the bringing together of people has like power to it over and above the moment when people come together.
Yeah, wow. So do you know what? I could keep going on this. Like, let's get to some music and come back to this. Yeah. So what we got? What we starting off with?
Well, I feel like just name-wise, what I tried to bring with the music for this little bit of the show was some artists that I've come across through your curation and through the two other pop-up radios that Neighbourhood have done in this series. But then also to go a bit all island as well with some artists that I've come across that I'm just really into at the moment. So maybe we should just have MZ, who's playing later with her track Cruising.
Talking through reality. Talking through reality, kid.
I think for myself, regardless to what other young people think, I think I judge from experience. I guess I want to be myself, be somebody new.
Wicked track from MZ, who's coming up later on as well. Can't wait for her show as well. But yeah, how did we first meet? Tell me.
Well, I was in Cushendall staying at the Curfew Tower, a storied building that someone said to me, "Oh, are you staying in the strangest building in Ireland again?" It's like, yeah, I think, I am, and yes, it probably is. Anyway, I met Mark from Mark Reed, Touch Sensitive, who also believes spent a long time managing the Menagerie. And we were speaking about, I'd just begun working on the Youth Club's book, and I was coming to the Linden Hall Library to try and find out about the Blue Lamp discos. So I was telling him about the fact I was going to do this, and then when I got back home again after like rifling through these boxes full of madness, like anyway, some strong material in the Blue Lamp Disco story. I contacted him and said, we were talking about this, but I don't suppose you happen to know anybody who might have a connection to youth clubs. I think I'm going to be writing about this. And he was like, oh, I know who you need to talk to. And he introduced us by email. We spoke, we did an interview. You appeared very prominently in my book.
Right.
And then we just did a lot of like chatting afterwards, making sure everything was correct, just sort of checking through the layers. And now we know each other, don't we?
Now we know each other.
Now we know each other.
Yeah. And now it all comes flooding back in terms of those conversations. And again, linking back to today in terms of community connections, a big one. And I suppose it was through the organisation, I'm creative director of Bounce Culture, and that started off as an event. It was a music night that brought over so many people, mutual friends from Hands On Family to the likes of IG, Kaidi, so on and so forth. But we were also in mainstream education, alternative education, but our source was always using music of black origin for everyone. So that's what we were doing. So we were going into this place, and I think it was that experience that was what Mark was referring to. So it was great to be able to recall, because your questioning was great. So it was great to be able to recall some things that I even forgot, and hopefully it was helpful.
I mean, so the book is, so I'm an author, and this book, the one that's just out, is called Up the Youth Club, and it's a cultural history of the youth club across the UK and here. And some of the things you were telling me about, and also I was so interested in speaking to you about it, because you come from that East London youth club situation. You bring with you that kind of like an East London version of youth clubs I'm familiar with from my little pocket of London, which is more like the suburban southeast. And so to have you reflecting on what was happening here just provided this amazing connection to make that link between people just making it work because they need to, because no one else is going to do it for you. Making it work in tricky circumstance and making it work when you really need to make it work. Yeah. Respect to all the things that you've been doing.
Thank you. And I'm just seeing here now, it's a beautiful track. Cause you picked this track here, Black Bones?
That's right. So Timmy Stewart curated the last edition of the Neighbourhood Watch pop-up. And so I was checking out his new album, Black Bones, recently, and that's something from there.
Oh, amazing. And actually, on the note of Up the Youth Club and Timmy Stewart and this whole thing as well, he's another man that is not only running the label, but is very much facilitating workshops, and he is all over that sort of engagement with youth, schools. So like he's got, he's across the lot.
Yeah, I mean, like all the proper music culture has always got a connection with the next generation. You think about like the histories of jazz, there's always educators, there's always people passing it on. It's the same in dance music, it's the same in all of it. That phrase that you just used, music of black origin for all, that's such a generous phrase. And you dig in anywhere, you're going to find the educators. And so, yeah, it's just really nice when people are kind of getting a bit of a light shine on them for this work, which is going to happen anyway because it's part of music culture, but also takes effort. Takes a lot of effort.
Oh, yes.
Takes a lot of effort.
Oh, yes. Right. What other tracks do we have?
Well, this is stepping away slightly, but I'm really interested in like the way people are using Irish language in different kind of formats. So there's an artist called Will House, he's from Carlow. He's made this Irish language garage tune called Fuintala, which I have been playing to everybody I can play it to. So maybe we should have a listen to that before we've got another. And then the one afterwards is a track, another one that Timmy Stewart put me onto, which is a bit more Irish language, kind of like Amapiano adjacent.
Wow. Okay. I'm excited to hear this.
So first up is Fuintala.
Wicked. As Andy's just said, it's a banger.
Norvim wat niet zogen, wie schiedig maken. Nish nor a fegamer, who need their shitade. Thomas steel road jazzes, Toshif shasalak. Not be road kind duck, no beg shift ween talif. Beg shift ween talif. Not be road kind duck, no beg shift shamara. Ween talif. Beg shift ween talif. Not be road kind duck, no beg shift shamara. Brand new TMs, not a Colleen in my DMs. New phone, who dis? Road jazz, on the wrist. We're out for the cream, out for the after. Your bars go straight in the brewsker. Will house make the beat go crewer. Listen up to the outrun newer. Bit of gold on the monel, bit of arrogate in the poker, bit of Aline in my cracking, and a whole lot of food in the cofra. So tour Ara, Nobby Glick, Gundel Bell. Don't say shit, or you might end up in a hole. Slang of foe.
Vi modni soga, vi shidig maga. Nishnur fegmer, need der she tada. Thomas steel road jazzes, ta shift salak. Na be ro kind duck, no beg shift lean talif, lean talif, lean talif. Beg shift lean talif, na be ro kind duck, no beg shift shamara, lean talif, lean talif. Beg shift lean talif, na be ro kind duck, no beg shift shamara.
Wellhouse and Lenny Mellon are putting in work. You'll end up fleeing Olive, you'll end up in the dirt. Wellhouse and Lenny Mellon are putting in work. You'll end up fleeing Olive, you'll end up in the dirt.
Go in anyways.
Nou wacht lekker mee.
Go in.
Nou wacht lekker mee heen.
Go fucking in.
Nou wacht lekker mee heen.
Nor vi modni soga, vi shidig maga. Nishnur fegmer, need der she tada. Thomas steel road jazzes, ta shift salak. Na be ro kind duck, no beg shift lean talif, lean talif, lean talif. Beg shift lean talif, na be ro kind duck, no beg shift shamara, lean talif, lean talif. Beg shift lean talif, na be ro kind duck, no beg shift shamara.
Zo gaan we de Kalini. Ja. Kalini eerst soos. Baan de win, toer de me kitje taan tanga trim. Kusa gaan de shin, om we ere is kusa gaan de shin. Tom baan de win, toer de me kitje taan tanga trim. Kusa gaan de shin, om we ere is kusa gaan de shin. Count them se, count ditje, kurte, bana gut buske, wallet, tilla shukla. Karin, tarkıl me shumle. Ta joka be witje. Ma vient trop kliste, racha moja machla pere. Bo wala me alina. Banya mono, banya quire. Ole me anarad, de vele hier. Brownie niet vlug, mag je niet tiltje. But to a goal is bij me ik eer. Baan de win, toer de me kitje taan tanga trim. Kusa gaan de shin, om we ere is kusa gaan de shin. Je taan tanga trim. Kusa gaan de shin, mooi ere is kusa gaan de shin. Count them se, count ditje, kurte, banya agus briske. Count them se, count ditje, kurte, banya agus briske. Count them se, count ditje, kurte, banya agus briske. Count them se, count ditje, kurte, banya agus briske. Banya agus briske. Banya agus briske.
Absolute banger there. My gosh, we were just chatting there before, just about how, just in terms of the Irish language, it almost just dances along, doesn't it? In terms of like rhythmically, it's yeah, I'm just loving this exploration here on the Neighbourhood special. We're actually just hunting for the next track. Where are we going
I was looking
next?
for some Jay Reardon because, again, like a producer from, I believe, Dublin, but also I found this tune he'd made called Boron, but it's basically like using the traditional Irish instruments, but like in in a way that makes sense within the framework of like the dance or dance music. But then Irish music is also dance music.
Exactly.
So I did this whole thing at the South Bank last summer where one of the events, someone said to me, "Oh, did you have a ceilidh?" It was like, well, yeah, but no. In my head, it was a hoolie. Yeah. It was a hoolie in the kitchen, and there was no caller. There's no one telling you how to dance. There's just like tunes that should be feeling lively. Yeah. Anyway, I can't find the Jay Reardon track, so maybe something else from here. We've got maybe like the Def Con track, Change.
Oh,
you can find that one.
Oh, yeah. We can do that. We can absolutely do that. And again, Def Con's going to be here later on as well, hosting a show. So yeah, here's Def Con, Change. Def Con, who's going to be hosting a show later on in the day. I'm just excited about this whole lineup. But we were just chatting there, just about that again, that connection, producer, education. We're talking about Timmy Stewart earlier, and Def Con's in that same boat. I mean, very quickly, before we go, that how much importance do you put on that in terms of people that are actively still involved in music, but also involved in education and community?
I just think it comes with the territory. And also the whole thing about the Up the Youth Club book and the whole idea behind it is you scratch the surface of UK music culture and you're going to find the youth club. Yeah. It's a really essential part of everything. So, people know like the record shops or the pirate radio stations or the pop-up radio stations or the nightclub is an important thing. But I'm saying the youth club is as important, and we've got to find ways to make it easier to make provision for the younger ones who are coming through. So just, always endless respect to the educators, endless respect to people making it work. And, youth workers are some of the best people in the world. And a lot of them are musicians as well. So, yeah, good combo.
On that note, and just for now, because you're with us all day, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
You're sticking around. But Emma, it's been an absolute pleasure. It really, really has. By the way, Up the Youth Club, it's a must buy. And yeah, I just want to say thank you very much. Really, really, really buzzed to be speaking to you. We're going to carry on. This next track is actually a track that reminds me of another guest that's going to be coming up, MZ, later on in the day. Just because when I first heard her DJing, we just started talking about Mr. Scruff, and we were just talking about that whole scene. So I went and dug this little nugget out, that Cat and Mouse track, which is just, yeah, it's just an absolute banger. So yeah, Emma Warren, thank you very much. Buzzing to be introducing Jai and Enrique coming up next as well. We've got Nandy Jola, we've got Cab Driver, we've got Defcon, we've got MZ, we've got Chuck. Yeah, it's a wicked day ahead. Neighbourhood special, Worldwide FM. Yeah, Kwame Daniels. with my heritage being from Ghana, I had to go in strong with a high life. Before that was a Mr. Scruff track, Cat and Mouse. But then I had to come through with a Uhuru dance band. Ridiculous collective of musicians. Absolute banger on a Sunday morning. I grew up with high life, so that was it. That was the soundtrack to me, the soundtrack to my household. And I'm gonna close out this hour. I'm staying in Ghana. I'm going Koji Radical, staying in Ghana. I know. I had to. It's really, really selfish of me. But yeah, coming up after this is the power couple that is Jai and Enrique for the next hour. But yeah, excited about this Neighbourhood special worldwide.
Stop holding on to the past. Yeah. Stop holding on to the past.
Yeah. This feels dangerous. Deep breath while you sprinkle your angel dust. I'd go too far, sometimes I do. Fell in love with the night, nearly said I do. I was looking for the love of my life. Took some LLs, wasn't doing it right. Maybe I'm too picky, got over the time. Okay, I'm lying, ain't no losing my pride. It's a jungle outside, feel like a Royal Rumble at times. I don't flinch when she tell me it's mine. I mean, she got a man, but a man got a girl, and a girl want a girlfriend. Fucking me too cold outside, too many me tools. Got new blue Bella and it came see-through. Don't slip, but I might slide through a little rain, turn your river to a deep bayou.
There's no price on life and time. You looking for someone that knows your body. Surprise, desire. And that's why you keep calling me expensive. Try to set boundaries, expensive. You want to find a thing expensive. It ain't no crime to be expensive. The way you walk on the curb, expensive. I'm at a loss for words, expensive. Finna come give you this word, cause you're looking expensive, girl.
I was looking for a rush, my adrenaline up. Had a couple old flings still belling me up. She was brown skin, mahogany tone. Still remember the melody from the way that she moaned. I remember her telling me she allergic to broke. If you tryna fuck with her, then you better be up. Miss Independent, just stop to mention she needs my help to relieve the tension. Don't stop the question, kickstart the engine. Can't block my blessings, we're in recession. Undressed it from the entrance. Interested, now I'm invested. I was in it, my mind was elsewhere. Same feeling from the night, sometimes we don't share. Losing you, just something I don't fear. Really, I was out looking for love that's not here.
There's no price on life and time. You looking for someone that knows your body. Surprise, desire. And that's why you keep calling me expensive. Try to set boundaries, expensive. You want to find a thing expensive. It ain't no crime to be expensive. The way you walk on the curb, expensive. I'm at a loss for words, expensive. Finna come give you this word, cause you're looking expensive, girl.
Ridiculousness from Koji Radical, Expensive, featuring Planet Giza. Now, what I will say about that, again, a totally selfish choice because, not only just the Ghanaian links, but the fact that his ends, he's the East End, he's Shoreditch, which is, where I was brought up around that. So that's a totally selfish choice on my part, you know. But you should have seen us in here, like the whole play, everyone's shoulders again. There's a little shimmy going on in here in East Belfast to Koji. So yeah. Now, very, very excited to have in front of me Jai, Enrique, two powerhouses in this scene in terms of really, really sort of shining a light on again, I said it about the soulful underbelly of this city, and these two are probably two of the hardest working musicians in this city, always putting out their own material, always working. They are the working musicians, I'm telling you. So welcome, Jai. Welcome, Enrique. How you doing?
Hello. What's the crack?
Cool. I mean, do you know what it was? I'm just trying to think how our paths crossed originally. So, Enrique, I'll start with you.
Okay.
How did that happen? What was it?
So we came across, I think you met us on the streets of Belfast. We were like busking a lot at the time with Eutropics, and I think that's where our paths come across. And then you did an event at the Barrio 54 at Ulster Sports Club.
Yes.
And there's a whole nother story on that too. But I think that's where it all started.
That's where it happened. I do remember, yes, because I played Semi Tropics earlier on as well.
That's it, yeah.
That was it. That's exactly it. And you've mentioned Barrio 54, which leads us nicely, Jai.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know? Well, I used to be the one working on the door, taking the tickets for Bar 54.
That's
dragged
it.
in. And got to listen to free good music, so I'm not complaining.
That's right. But then there was a point where you were in the crowd, and I think the door had finished, and then it was me and Kylie Tatham playing, and we invited you on stage.
Yes, we did. I can vaguely remember the bits and pieces, but I think it was a really good night.
I mean, we're talking about a venue here, which is, I don't know, maybe about a mile away from here towards South Belfast. Yeah. That's a whole other story, and that venue probably connects most of us. We've got cab driver David Baxter sitting here as well.
Oh, yeah.
His night was the first night actually reset that gave me my first set in Belfast.
No way.
So, and then from that led to Barrio 54, which led to us all meeting. So it's all, again, it's about community, joining the dots. The connections are strong. But anyway, I'm totally buzzed to have you here. Let's just get into the tunes. Yes. What's first up?
So we brought a bunch of, whenever you asked him to prepare some tunes, Jack thought about Prince, an amazing track, When Doves Cry.
Yes, that was a big influence for me whenever I was younger. I used to stand up on a chair and sing.
Yes.
When I was 5.
So lovely, yeah. And then I was thinking on those lines too, and there's a band that really influenced me back in São Paulo in Brazil when I was start playing music, and me and my friends would always go around and see this band called Gorvidia, which is like a band that plays like a lot of Afro-Brazilian stuff and mixes, which reflects in a lot of stuff that me and Jai do, which is like mixing, pop songs, almost like a DJ set, but playing live with the band. And they do a version of this track, When Doves Cry, and that's what I brought here with a really nice Latin flavor to it. So have a listen to it, see what you think.
Wicked.
You've got the butterfly.
see where you're going with that. Wow. Okay. We were just we're saying if you're gonna go near Prince, like you've got to come correct, really, haven't you?
Yeah. Big shoes to fill there.
Man, that's serious. That's serious. You know what? We're gonna go straight on to this. I've got so much. In fact, yeah. What's the next track you got up here?
We've got Ann Peebles. This is one of my favourite ones. I Can't Stand the Rain. It's just her rawness and her voice. I know she started off singing as like secular music, and then she got into jazz and that soul. Eventually, I think she was like one of the first people signed to, I can't even remember the name of the label, but she made it when she was like 21. But she's just got this rawness about her. Unreal.
Absolutely. And again, just this selection, just again, coming back to maybe a side of this city that people don't know about.